Welcome to Old Folks Racing PS4. Welcome to the beautiful Brands Hatch circuit in Kent, England, for the final round. It's round 7, but it's effectively the finale for the winter season. And today we've got the Lotus 722D F1, a classic F1 car. Here are the championship standings. The championship to be decided between Kev Allen and Diogo Silva. But due to points dropping, Diogo has to finish first or second in this race and certainly ahead of Kev Allen. Pole position for Simon Allen, followed by Alonso Fonso and Diogo Silva in third. And this is the start now, and someone has jumped the start. That's Darren Head. Darren Head has jumped the start and has got a drive-through penalty already. Diogo Silva has actually had a poor start. He started third and he's in 5th place, so it's already a disaster. As a car, a white car there in the grass. There is Diogo Almeida spins. Diogo Almeida spins, and that's someone else also involved. Diogo Silva continues to be in 5th, and Simon Allen retains the lead in lap 1 out of 15 here at Brands Hatch. We already had an incident there at Druid's Corner, and Simon Allen continues to lead in this first lap, as here comes Diogo Silva on the outside of Darren Head. That's a bit of a difficult, tricky place to pass, but I think he's got the job done. Yes, he does. He goes into 4th place. Diogo Silva goes into 4th place, but Darren is coming back at him. Darren is coming back at him and goes inside and beautifully done there. And also Dale Taylor goes through, and there's a crash there. There's a crash. Diogo Silva is in the air. Scott Davely is in the air. Disaster for the Portuguese driver that has been involved in this incident in the first lap, and that's a disaster for Diogo Silva's championship hopes that were very, very weak at the start. Now they are even weaker, and I don't think Darren Head is going in pit lane. Darren Head is in pit lane. That's because of his drive-through penalty. Diogo Silva has dropped back into 11th place. He's got a lot of work to do if he is ever going to be in the top 3 of this race. Kev Allen is sitting in 5th place. That's all he needs to wrap up the championship. Diogo Silva is now battling with the Jumbo, who is in 10th place, and he's got the inside line there at Druids, and I think he's got the job done. Yes, he does. Scott Davely also goes through. Scott is also on a recovery race, and I think this tango was just Diogo coming back and really chopping across the track. He was trying to make a move on Darren Head, didn't quite work. He came to the middle of the track, and Scott was just coming with more momentum after Dale Taylor had already gone through, and the rookie again is in 4th place. Look at this, Alonso Fonso is attacking Simon Allen, but running out of talent there and almost losing it. Lost a couple of car lengths, but continues to be in pursuit of Simon Allen. Simon hoping to wrap up the season here with a win or two. He's still in the hunt for top 4 in the championship standings. Of course, he missed a few rounds, but that also means he does not have to drop any points, and Darren Head is his main opponent, and Darren currently sitting dead last after that drive-through penalty caused by a jump start. Diogo Silva continues to be recovering now. He is in 9th place, and here is coming to, look at this, Frankie making a nice move there into Paddock Hill Bend. That was Barry Evans, and look at this, Diogo Silva is going to get both of them. Nicely done by Diogo. That's the sort of maneuver that he needs to do, and someone has run wide there. It was Jumbo, I believe. I couldn't, yes, it was Jumbo that has run wide at Druid's Corner. Here comes Scott Davely, who is basically just following Diogo Silva in this recovery race. Every move that Diogo does, Scott makes it 1 or 2 corners after. But look at this nice battle there between Barry Evans and Scott Davely. Barry coming back at Scott after Scott overtook him. That's a nice battle between these two, as the two leaders continue to be nose to tail, and I think Alonso Fonso, actually Jorge Jesus, his real name, of course, might actually be faster here. He just can't find a way past Simon Allen because he made a mistake, went off track momentarily, but then rejoined the track, and he was like a second behind Simon Allen. Now he is literally on Simon Allen's gearbox as Kev Allen now is eyeing the 4th place of Dale Taylor, and that's a very, very fascinating battle as the rookie is basically holding the position that the current reigning champion wants. And of course Kev Allen, if it stays like this, he's going to be the new winter champion as well. Look at this nice move there into Graham Hill Bend, and Kev Allen goes up into 4th place. Jumbo is in 9th. Diogo Almeida has had an eventful race. We haven't seen too much of him, but he has spun during lap 1 at Druids, and here comes Jumbo. Jumbo is actually lagging again. His connection is not very good again, so he's lagging a little bit. Look at this, he's also leaving the track and now rejoining it in a kind of lateral move, almost Michael Jackson dancing there as he loses the position to Diogo Almeida that has actually joined the top 10. He's in 10th place. No, he doesn't lose the position. Jumbo has not lost the position. That was Frankie. I'm sorry, the camera just changed and I couldn't quite figure out who was who. Frankie gives up the position to Diogo Almeida that enters the top 10. 9th is Jumbo, but Diogo is coming on his pursuit. 8th is Dale Taylor, that certainly has made a mistake somewhere because he was just battling with Kev Allen for 4th place. Now he appears in 8th place. He lost a lot of position. Look at this, Barry Evans, and that was Diogo Almeida that were battling there, and slight contact between these two as they complete another lap already on lap 5, and someone has run wide. That's Jumbo, and really his connection is not helping other players. He's not helping himself either, because he's just dropping down the order. He is now in 10th place, but surely Barry Evans wants that place very, very soon as Diogo Silva continues to climb up the leaderboard. He's up to 6th and not far behind Stuart Brand that has held this 5th position since the beginning. Or actually he was 6th, but then went up a position when Dale Taylor had the problem that we couldn't see on the cameras. And here comes Diogo now trying to make a move, and this is a tricky corner to really oh, and Stuart just lets him by. Stuart just almost looked like he went off the road to let Diogo Silva through. I'm sure that was not the intention. I think this is a problem that many drivers have been reporting, is just that when you accelerate on this car, all of a sudden, if you are not smooth enough, you can just lose traction, and very, very quickly in this narrow Brands Hatch circuit, you will end up very, very quickly off the track. Darren Head, in the meantime, has made some progress. He moved from 14th to 13th by overtaking Chris Winstanley, and now he's sitting behind Frankie, and clearly Darren he wants as many points as possible here, but he's probably going to have to drop this result, if I'm not mistaken. And Simon Allen, in the meantime, is going to have a victory as it stands. So the battle for 4th place in this championship is going to become very, very tight indeed. Alonso Fonso sitting again in 2nd place. He just can't find a way past that Lotus 72D of Simon Allen. Simon doing a good job making that car as wide as possible around this Brands Hatch circuit. They are on lap 6, but Alonso Fonso, I sense it's just a matter of time before Jorge Jesus becomes the boss of Brands Hatch. Now he's going to try and make a move on the inside at Paddock Hill Bend now at the beginning of lap 7, and I think he's got the track position, or does he? Because Simon Allen is going back at him. They go side by side, and Simon Allen just shuts the door and keeps the position for now. Great battle there for the lead. Very, very clean between these two drivers, and Jorge Jesus knows for sure that he's got the faster car, he's got the faster pace. It's just a matter of time before he grabs this lead. And Simon is going to be worried because he still has more than half the race to try to keep Alonso Fonso behind. As we follow, Chris Winstanley is in 14th and last place 14 drivers today here at Brands Hatch. We have almost all the regular drivers. We don't have Levon Trout this weekend here. and then pretty much everyone else is right now on the track. Dale Taylor has had an eventful race. He has the pace, but not yet the consistency of the front runners. He was sitting in a very nice 4th place. Now he's sitting in 8th. That's not a bad result either, and especially because he hasn't really lost a lot of time to Scott Davely. So he's got quite a nice and Scott runs wide there. Scott runs wide and gives the position to Dale Taylor, that recovers to 7th. Can he go after Stuart Brand? It seems, well, it's not impossible. It's 4 seconds between these two drivers, and we still have quite a lot of laps to complete, as Alonso Fonso must now know by heart the design of that Lotus 72 gearbox, because he spent so much time behind Simon Allen that he must be very, very familiar with the setup of that rear wing and that gearbox. But can we have a battle for the lead? This is what we were fearing with this combo here at Brands Hatch. It's not a very, very easy combo to overtake when you've got two cars that have more or less the same pace and two drivers that have more or less the same talent. I think that the best shot that George has is either at Paddock Hill Bend, turn 1, or then at the hairpin at Druid's Corner at turn 2, if he manages to get a nice exit from turn 1. Look at this, Jumbo cutting a few corners there as he actually continues to literally drop down the order. It must be really, really difficult to drive this car with such a poor internet connection, and now he's lost the position to Barry Evans, also to Darren Head, and Frankie as well have all overtaken Jumbo, and this is not great for Jumbo in the battle for 9th place in the standings between him and Stuart Brand. There's almost nothing. There's only a couple of points, and Stuart is actually in a pretty good position right now in 6th place, and Jumbo is nowhere to be seen as Frankie makes a mistake and briefly goes off track, but rejoins without major drama. Continues to hold 12th place. That's a very, very solid result, as we continue to see Alonso Fonso chasing Simon Allen. This almost looks like a replay of what we've seen a lap or two ago, but now actually George is going to potentially try to make a move here. It is a tricky place because it's a very fast right-hander, and now maybe he could try the inside. The Simon also went briefly. Oh, and look at this, he's almost going through Simon. If Simon was a ghost, he would probably be leading this race. He's just frustrated. He can't find a way past the leader, and now he's trying to put more pressure on Simon to try to force Simon into a small mistake. Let's see if that works. Darren Head is now almost entering the top 10. Barry Evans is trying to hold him up, but not very successfully, because Darren just goes by, and into the top 10 goes Darren Head, but now he's 6 or 7 seconds behind Diogo Almeida, and with just 6 laps to go at the end of this one, I'm not certain that Darren, let's see what's his pace compared to Diogo. He's actually, he was slower last lap, but he was of course trying to overtake Barry, and of course you lose a bit of time there, but Diogo is having actually quite a nice pace, 1:23.850. That's actually a very, very fast pace at the moment for Diogo Almeida. He's almost the fastest man on the track, together with Chris Russell. Chris is being totally anonymous in this race, but really has got the job done since the beginning. He's sitting in a very nice 3rd place, as Diogo Almeida has now found Scott Davely, and Scott has had a very, very mixed race indeed. That incident with Diogo Silva on the first lap, then it looked like he was following Diogo into a recovery race, but he has somehow not managed to go above 8, and now he's trying to defend from Diogo Almeida, that is coming with a much better pace, although he was slower last lap. Look at this, it is nothing between these drivers at the moment in such a difficult combo. 1:24.3 for the leader, well, make it 1:22.8 now. Best fastest lap for Simon Allen. He's making a statement there. The two drivers at the front are really faster than others, but look at this, how many drivers are in the 124s, 125s everyone is at a very fast pace indeed around this Brands Hatch circuit, as Del Taylor, the rookie, is now in 7th place, and he has found Stuart Brand. Remember a few laps ago when I said there were 4 seconds between these two drivers? Now that difference is only a couple of seconds. We certainly have a battle on our hands for 6th place. Diogo Silva has not managed to recover any more positions. He has been inching ever closer to Kev Allen, and certainly to retain any chance whatsoever of battling for the championship, Diogo must finish ahead of Kev. It's a battle that will for sure take place in the last few laps of this first Brands Hatch race. This is the replay of round 7, effectively being held after round 10, so it's the season finale for this winter 2021 championship that as it stands, Kev Allen is going to be the champion. Of course, he was the champion of 2020 as well, after a very intense battle with Simon Allen. This time round, it wasn't a battle with Simon Allen. In fact, it wasn't a battle with anyone. Maybe from Laguna Seca onwards, since the last round, Diogo Silva has for the first time had a very outside chance at finishing ahead of Kev, but certainly that incident on the first lap killed any realistic chances that Diogo may have had to still try to win this championship. Kev Allen is now 3 laps from being crowned yet again a champion, and let's see if Simon Allen manages to win the race. Alonso Fonso continues to be only half a second behind, and maybe, just maybe, we still have a battle for the lead. Chris Russell, very anonymous but very effective operator here, very smooth operator, Chris Russell, in this race. He's going to score another podium. Has been a while since we saw Chris on the podium in Old Folks Racing PS4. He has had many 4th places, but surely this time round he will able to finish 3rd, because he's got quite a few seconds, well, just a couple of seconds really, but that seems to be enough as it stands to Kev Allen. Kev is just cruising to his championship anyway, and Diogo Silva now has stabilized the gap as well to Kev. Has been fluctuating there between 2 and 3 seconds. I think this is game over for Diogo, although it was a nice recovery race. Look at this, Alonso Fonso trying one last time to have a go at Simon Allen. Look at this, almost contact there, as really breaking very very deep, and now trying to line up a move. Could he do it? Could he do it? He could go for it now, and as will he go for it? There is no space. Simon Allen continues to occupy the middle of the track, and Alonso Fonso will have to make a decision on whether he's going to go for it. No, not quite there. A bit of a late move there. It wasn't really possible, but Alonso Fonso, Jorge Jesus, can he do it? Could we have his 2nd victory of the season after his maiden win at Saquito earlier in the season? He really wants it. I think he's got the job done now. He's got, oh, and they touch Simon Allen. I think that Simon must have reduced his speed, otherwise this would not be possible. This is a completely flat out section. I think Simon may have been slowing down to avoid a penalty. That's the only explanation that I can find here for this contact between the two leaders. Anyway, Alonso Fonso has managed to overtake Simon Allen, but I'm really not certain why this contact has happened. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, because it wasn't yet in the breaking point. Nevertheless, a bit of controversial move there as Alonso Fonso goes through. I mean, I mentioned before that he was almost going through Simon Allen, and he was really going through Simon Allen, but Simon is not done. Simon is not done. We are now in the penultimate lap, and Simon Allen is certainly not done with this race, as he's coming after Alonso Fonso now. And will he return the favor of a little nudge or not is the question. Simon Allen really making a very good exit. Look at this. This is 2 of the best drivers in this league battling for the win here as we approach the last lap. And will it be Jorge Jesus or Simon Allen as they are now about to enter the last lap? It's still not certain who is going to win it. It's still not certain. And one more lap to go. Can he make a move into Paddock Hill Bend or not? It seems that he is a little bit too far behind. Maybe, just maybe, he'd better go through Paddock Hill Bend with the maximum speed and then dive, make one last attempt to dive into Drew. It seems that that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to do. Simon Allen, and they touch, and Simon Allen goes through. Simon Allen goes through a little bit of a nudge, but that's just returning the favor that Alonso Afonso did. And Alonso Afonso now is, and they touch again. They touch again into Graham Hill Bend. Incredible stuff as Alonso Afonso. Jorge Jesus made the move on the inside, and now maybe it's a bit too late for Simon Allen to return the favor. But these two are battling like there is no tomorrow, like there is no damage, and in fact there isn't any damage. In this game it's only visual, and there's no sign even of visual damage here as they approach the last few corners of this Branch Hatch circuit. And I think now Jorge Jesus has got the job done because he only has 3 corners to go. Simon Allen is trying to come back at him, and runs wide there. That's could be the end of his aspirations as now Jorge Jesus has a few car lengths advantage and is coming for the checkered flag to take his second victory of the season. And Alonso Afonso, as he is known in the gaming world, is going to take race 1 here at Brands Hatch. There he is, one more victory for Alonso Afonso. Simon Allen finishes in second place. Chris Russell, the smooth operator, finishes in third, and Kev Allen has won the championship. Well done to Kev. He has really been the driver that everyone wants to beat in this league. 8 victories and confirmation of his second championship. He's the winter champion of Old Folks Racing PS4. Diogo Silva 5th place, Stuart Brandon 6th place, Dale Taylor recovers to 7th. That's a nice result. Scott Lavely 8th, Diogo Almeida 9th, and Darren Head finishes at the back end of the top 10. That's a result that you will not like to see. But of course his race was compromised since the start with that drive-through penalty. Barry Evans finishes in 11th. Jambo that recovered 1 position to 12th, with Chris Winstanley finishing in his most common position, which is 13th place. He's been collecting 13 places for a while now, and Frankie, unfortunately, something happened with him that we haven't seen, but he has lost time and finishes 14th and last of the finishers in this race 1. We had a good battle for the lead. We had some controversy. We had drama with one of the championship contenders. There is the result. It has been a very, very interesting race indeed. More to come just now in race 2. Stay with us.